The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. So the season has started.
Yes, it has.
Officially,
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We started with this, and it started with a bang. Let's just play it.
Here's White. And Lewis Skelly in that midfield role he wants to play. A chance for Calafiori! And the champions get a grip on it inside 25 seconds.
Yeah. That's that's how it started. And we're going to talk about how it's going to end. We've got all sorts of stuff for you today. We're going to preview the season right here on Free Kicks.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
So that's a community shield.
Right.
So Arsenal's already got a trophy.
Yeah. A glorified friendly, but hey, they win a trophy. Good for them.
Yeah.
And convincingly won, by the way. 3-0 victory.
Yep.
So good for them. Probably a tough start for Enzo Maresca as the new Man City boss, but Arsenal looks good and they keep on getting stronger. Don't know if this is breaking news coming here. I just heard it on the radio coming in. They've just signed Arsenal Ezri Konsa.
You're kidding.
Yes, 50 million.
Wow.
He's on the verge of signing. He's doing a medical on Thursday. That's tomorrow. We're taping this on Wednesday. That's a big one. That's their third centre-back, by the way. So they have Gabriel, Saliba, and now Ezri Konsa.
It makes me wonder if Saliba is hurt worse than they're saying.
That's a good point. That's exactly what they were saying. They may be really worried about it. But hey, you got an international there who started every game for England, so that's not bad.
Poor Villa.
Yeah, Villa's just getting, Hopefully Todd's okay.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's talk about the Premier League season because it is here.
Yeah.
And the odds makers have come out with their odds, and I think no one will be surprised that Arsenal has been chosen as the top team in the league.
I agree.
And they've gotten better somehow in the offseason.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They're continuing to sign solid players.
Yeah.
Guimaraes from Newcastle is a big signing for them.
Right.
They didn't really miss a beat. No, Declan Rice did not play, I think, on this past weekend. So you got so many other players that they can plug in. They got some serious depth.
And Martin Odegaard looked fantastic in that first game.
Yeah.
And to me, he's the glue on that on the offensive side.
Yeah.
When he's in there, they're a different team.
Yeah, I think him playing up a little higher. I think when he was playing a little deeper, it didn't seem like he was getting the opportunities offensively as much as he has done. But now, yes, playing as that number 10, he's really orchestrating everything in that middle of the field.
But I will say this: they still don't have a number 9.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, they've got Kai Havertz, who's serviceable.
Yeah.
And I say that as a German, but. Right. They really don't have that striker. They don't got Haaland.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
true. I mean, Gyökeres as well is there. I mean, they do it kind of by committee, I guess you could say. Yeah. And Havertz always comes up with big goals.
He does.
I mean, he's always good for a header.
Yeah.
He was great for Chelsea in terms of scoring some big goals, obviously. Right. He's always going to be a legend for scoring the winning goal in the Champions League. But ultimately, you're right. They may be missing that striker, but everywhere else, they've got so much depth.
Yeah. So the odds makers say the second best chance of winning the league goes to Man City. Now, I've watched Man City play.
Yeah.
They don't really look that great.
Yeah, I think it's a bit up and down there.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. Maybe there might be a little bit of a drop-off with the new manager, somewhat of a new system, the Pep hangover, I guess you could say.
Right.
So I think them finishing second is probably maybe pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to happen, certainly in terms of my predictions. But we'll talk about that in a few weeks.
Our official predictions aren't until after the window closes.
Yeah. People have been asking. They've been asking, when are you going to do your predictions? I said, well, just wait. We'll wait.
Well, I mean, already today there's a new signing.
Exactly.
So you gotta
I mean,
wait.
it just solidifies everybody's thought that Arsenal's going to win it. I
Right.
mean, that's the only thing, but you're right. Yeah.
Well, so Man City still has Erling Haaland.
Yeah, no
they
question.
still have Doku. They still have Semenyo.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've got some weapons.
They've got some players. Exactly.
So we'll see how that turns out.
Yep.
But they have lost Rodri. That's official.
Yeah,
this
that's right.
week.
Yeah, 65 million to Barcelona.
Yeah. So that's a huge loss.
But they got Elliot Anderson, so they've already.
do,
So they
yeah.
kind of subbed him. Yeah.
If you had a choice, come on. Elliot Anderson or Rodri?
Well, I'll take Elliot Anderson. He's English, of
Oh,
course.
my God. You people. All right, then the third, according to the odds makers, third best team is Liverpool, which I'm kind of surprised by.
Very
That's
surprised, yeah.
13% chance of winning the league,
Yeah.
according to these guys. I don't know about that.
No.
To me, I think they're going to be struggling to make the top four, if
I
you
agree.
ask me.
I agree.
They've got Rio, who's like 12, starting in the starting line. I mean, I like him.
Yeah,
he's going to be good someday, but he's young.
Yeah.
I know they have Isak, they've got Wirtz, they've got Gapco, although Gapco may be going
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's on the verge, yeah.
They've got Soboslai, who I think is their best player. But we talked about this briefly last week, you scrape below the surface, there's nothing there.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the manager's already insinuated that too, about the depth.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. That's the concern for them. They get a couple of injuries, they might be in trouble.
So fourth best, according to the odds makers, is Manchester United. Now, I don't know if you saw the story about Marcus Rashford and Wayne Rooney.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So Wayne Rooney is kind of taking some shots at Marcus Rashford now that he's back. Here's what he said. If he's back playing for United and he wants to be here, I think he has to have a real close look at who's around him. I'm not sure what that means. Only he can say who those people are around him are, who he really trusts. Keep them close to him, go into training, work hard, get himself right. If he does that, he'll be fine. But he has to change his body language, whether he likes it or not, to get the fans back on his side. It's on him and no one else. He has to take responsibility if he's here, because if not, the fans will turn on him very quickly.
Interesting.
That I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah. Especially him calling it. I thought he'd be happy that he's back.
Yeah.
At least getting another opportunity. So maybe he knows more than what we do, obviously.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be overall a good move for him. It's him sticking around.
Yeah.
I think just getting back into it, like he's, obviously if whatever Wayne Rooney is insinuating, he's got to be around the right people. But you can
Right.
say that about every player, to
Without
be fair.
question.
So,
I remember Pep used to say that about Kyle Walker
yes,
all the time.
yes.
Yeah. All right, Chelsea is the fifth choice of the odds makers. What are your thoughts? I mean, I know the Chelsea fans are pretty optimistic or excited.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think the advantage that Chelsea has, and we're going to use this as an advantage, and this is the twist that we use, is that they're not playing in Europe. We've chosen not to play in Europe this year, so that means one game a week, right? So for
That's
the most
true.
part, so I think you could say the same thing about Tottenham. You could say the same thing about a couple of other teams. So I think that's probably going to help them keeping players healthy.
Yeah.
Giving them a little bit of energy. So I think they're always going to be tough to beat. Can they finish in the top four? I think they can.
Yeah, I think they
they've
can.
got enough players. I think one of those may drop out, whether it be Liverpool or even Man United. Maybe Man City, you never know.
Yeah.
I think those three...
What we didn't talk about is, and we've talked about this last couple of years, is the point reduction possibility.
Yeah, there's
for
always
Man
that.
City.
Exactly.
Right.
Whenever that gets solved, there was an interview, I thought, with the chief executive as to, what's going on with that.
Yeah.
And he kind of said, well, it's still ongoing.
My God.
It's ongoing. How long is it going to be
It's
ongoing?
like 10 years or
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
So, yeah, at some point, something's going to happen. But, yeah, I think Chelsea has a good chance of finishing in the top four.
Yeah.
They've got some pieces. I think they'll be right there, thereabouts.
Well, they've got João Pedro, Cole Palmer, and Morgan Rogers
Yes.
all up front. And that's a pretty strong attack.
Exactly. And looking at João Pedro in preseason, he looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would...
How did he not make his national team?
I don't know. Well, you could say the same about Cole Palmer, right? So same thing, right?
Good point.
But yeah, exactly. But João Pedro, yeah. I think he has got a very, very good chance of being the Golden Boot this year. I think he could be the leading scorer in the Premier League this year.
Okay.
Because he looks like he wants it bad. And that's exactly what you want from a player who didn't make the World Cup.
Yeah. So that was another part of your plan.
That's not a part of the exactly. Yeah, him and Cole Palmer. They're good friends now. And then Morgan Rogers comes in, who's a mate of everybody. Yeah, exactly. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay. I think Morgan Rogers goes around, but I'm so tired from playing in the World Cup. How about you guys? All right, so those are according to the odds makers, those are the top 5 teams most likely to be relegated. All right, we have the same 3 that are coming up, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got Hull City as an 80% chance of getting relegated.
Right.
Which I got to agree with. Coventry City and Ipswich are both at 60%.
Yeah.
So not too optimistic about any of these teams staying up. Now, Coventry City is spending a fortune. They're the 4th highest payroll coming up.
Okay.
So we'll see how they do.
Yep.
But the only other team, according to the odds makers, again, now these guys, the odds makers are usually pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They've got reasons to be good. They've got Sunderland as a possible risk because of the fact that they're playing European football. They've got a thin squad.
Maybe.
But they've got their chances of going down at 22%. So they're pretty much saying the worst 3 are going to be the new people.
And I would certainly agree with that. Those 3 are going to be struggling to stay up. Bit surprised with Sunderland. I think they've got enough.
I do too.
To do it. The only other team I would throw in there that I would be concerned about is probably Fulham.
Yep.
Because I don't know. They've lost some players.
They have.
New manager. There's a lot of question marks. So I think they would be one team that I would be very worried about. Could argue the same thing about Crystal Palace as well. But we will see. But I think those 3 teams that just came up probably favourites to go back down again.
So I saw the BBC did a poll about which fans are the most optimistic going into the season. It's kind of a weird one, right? So the least optimistic fans in the league: Liverpool,
really,
Fulham, and Everton.
Okay.
I mean, both of the Liverpool clubs. I think that's just a cultural thing.
Yeah,
I think.
That's true. That's true.
But also the most optimistic fans, and this is, if you think about it, this is really weird. Number 1, Leeds.
Really?
Most optimistic.
Wow.
Then comes Villa.
Yeah.
Which, lost half their club.
Exactly.
Why are they optimistic? And Nottingham Forest. Another one who's, it could go either way with them, let's be honest.
Exactly, yeah. If things go poorly, they're going to get a new manager within a few weeks. So, I agree. Those are interesting interesting reads there from the BBC.
So, also, this past week, as we get the season started, they start talking about the kits.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love the kits.
The uniforms. And there's been several rankings. I don't know where these rankings come from or who does them, but I don't think they're getting like their fashion critics to do it. You know what I mean? Based on what they've chosen here, this is, what would this be? The New York Times rankings. They have Coventry City as the best kit in the league. And that's a blue and white stripe
the sky
and black shorts.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. It's a nice looking kit.
It's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have Newcastle as the worst. And Newcastle is basically exactly the same thing as Coventry City, except it's black instead of blue.
Yeah.
So you figure that out. They also took a shot at Chelsea.
Yeah, I know.
I've got them as the second worst kit. We were talking about this before we started taping. I love the new Chelsea kit.
I do too. I don't really buy kits too much. I mean, I had them all the time when I was growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And then my poor kids were dealt with Chelsea kits every Christmas when they were growing up. But this one I think is pretty sharp. I do like the badge. I like the tradition there. It's got a bit of yellow in it, which is okay. but it looks good with the collar. I like it.
Wasn't there something during the World Cup? It's just somebody got in trouble for. It was Alexi Lalas that called somebody a full kit wanker.
Yes, right.
That just means the person who wears the full kit looks ridiculous.
Exactly. Yes,
Right?
yeah, absolutely. They dress up and they wear the whole kit. Yeah, when you're an adult, you don't need to be doing that. Yeah. The shirt, I think, is fine, but not the shorts and the socks pulled up.
Exactly.
Shin pads even worse if you throw those in there.
Yes, that's right. So it's time for our stat of the week. Now, the stat of the week is something that we talk about, once the games really start. But,
yeah.
This is different. This week, I'm going to talk about the top-rated men's players in the EA Sports.
The
FC 27 game.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, Premier League.
And this is how a lot of kids learn who these stars are by playing this video game.
Of course.
And I got to tell you, it's not a great ranking for the Premier League this year. There's nobody. There's only one person in the top 10 that's rated a 90 or above, and that you can guess who that is. Who's the one?
Erling Haaland, probably. Yeah.
Right, but you got Mbappe, Rodri, Dembele, Vitinha, Harry Kane, Michael Olise, Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Courtois, Jude Bellingham.
Yep.
None of these guys are in the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly.
But then Gabriel from Arsenal. Let's see who else we got. Bruno Fernandes is up there. Donnarumma.
Yeah.
But not the big stars. Declan Rice and Virgil van Dijk are scraping in there.
Yeah.
But do you think that some of the big stars are leaving the Premier League? Is it no longer the league to watch?
It's a good question. I don't think so. I think there's always people that are going to want to play. I mean, Vinny Jr. kind of talked about coming over and playing for Arsenal. There's always that attraction. I think the financial piece is always going to be the big thing. They're going to make good money if they come to the Premier League.
Right.
I think they also understand that it's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Whereas, hey, I'm in Barcelona or Real Madrid. I can probably cruise a little bit more.
Yeah. Doesn't rain quite as much.
And the weather's fantastic.
Yeah.
Although England's had fantastic weather this summer.
Yeah.
It's been really hot.
Yeah.
And they're having a hard time dealing with it. But I would say, if you have a choice, it's always going to be Real Madrid or Barcelona. People are going to want to go there.
Right.
Those are the two big ones, just because of who they are and where they're at. I think after that, then you're looking at Premier League, your Man Uniteds, your Man Cities, your Chelseas, all of those types of things. Yeah.
And if you look at the teams that they're playing on in these leagues, there's really only one or two huge teams in each of their other leagues, whereas the Premier League still has 10 teams that are amazing.
Exactly.
Right?
It's a highly competitive league, and maybe, Vinny Jr. doesn't want to put in all the time every week, I get it. He can cruise and have a nice life, playing in the top league, still playing in the Champions League, so a lot of those things.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and has a strong history of credibility. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association, and charter member of the U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
Okay, time for this.
Yep.
And now, the latest Chicago area soccer news. Soccer news with Coach Adam.
So, season's about to start.
Yes, exciting time. So we're getting these coaches certified license. So we've got a few courses still popping up here by the end of the month. Go to our website. If you are a coach and you need to get your license, certainly you can reach out to me if you have any questions. And then we're getting ready for our ODP registration to open up. So September 1st, we're excited about that. So we want all those players who were there last year to come back and try and make those teams and be ready.
How many kids play in the ODP program?
We had last year roughly 1,200 kids. Yeah, so it was great. From all the way from U10 all the way up to U17.
So U10 is the youngest group?
Yeah. And that's what we call up that pre-ODP group, so they kind of get a taste of it. And then that next group then will be then a selection base. So excited about that. So again, reach out to us if we can help in any way, shape, or form. And then the only other thing, I actually got to watch our famous Polish player this past weekend in Chicago, Lewandowski. You know, and it was interesting. I'd never seen him play live, so I was really keen to watch him play and see how he did. Very similar to Messi. Does a lot of walking. Mm-hmm. You know, he's a little bit older, I get it, but my goodness, anytime he gets the ball, it's the excitement is there. You know, it's like in and around the box, you can see he's what do they call him? Fox in the box, right? He's one of those guys, and had a part to play in the win. So the Fire's doing well. They're up in third place, so they're doing okay. So good victory for them. But it was great. I mean, the Polish community are loving it. That's fantastic. So there's a lot of people that came out for that game.
You know, it's like they lull you into a false sense of security.
Yes,
these guys, right?
Yes,
They're like,
exactly.
What's the big deal? I'm covering this guy. Whoop, where'd he go?
And then all of a sudden he pops up and scores a goal. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's exactly it. And then the only other thing, especially for Chicagoland people, I would highly recommend this week is, and obviously I'm a massive proponent of college soccer. If you get a chance, go watch some college games because they're really a lot of fun. The excitement is there. So we've got some really good ones in and around the area. Certainly Roosevelt, not too far from us in Arlington Heights. They play their home games. You've got UIC, you've got DePaul, you've got Loyola. So the men start this week. The girls have already started. The women's have already started this past week. So yeah, get out and watch a game. Go watch a college game, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, NAIA. See what you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can also play along with this.
Time now to guess the Premier League star.
So, this one's going to be a little tough. I think you're going to have some issues with this one.
All right. Okay. All right. As long as he's in the Premier League, then I'm okay.
He is.
All right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
He's 25 years old.
Okay.
I asked for help from Sean on this one.
Of course you did.
Some poke love. He has played professionally in 3 countries.
Okay.
In Spain, England, and Germany.
Okay.
All right. He plays for his national team.
Mm-hmm.
But his national team is not any of those 3 countries that he's played. And his national team was in the World Cup, and he did play in it. He has scored 24 goals for his Premier League club in 64 matches, but none since the 24-25 season. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little tricky one, huh? Despite his last name, he is not a singer in a family singing group.
Okay. So I'm thinking Jackson.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
And he hasn't scored in a while, and he's playing for Chelsea.
That's right.
Nicholas Jackson.
That is the guy.
There you go.
Back to wearing blue this season.
Exactly, yes. So more of a backup, I think, striker this year.
Right.
Depending on if he still stays. And I think there's still talk that he may end up leaving. I think Aston Villa are prime candidates to potentially grab him, and he'll play a lot there.
Yes.
Because there's also talk that Ollie Watkins might be going.
No, where's he going?
Saudi Arabia is what I'm hearing.
You're kidding me.
No. There's been a bid in there, so we'll see. And he's looking.
What's going on with Villa?
I don't know. It's everybody's just raiding Villa. I know it's a shame. But I think there's a good chance. I would like for him to stay because I think he can do some things. But I was listening to somebody on the radio yesterday. He's the type of player that can go missing.
Yeah, that's true.
But he also he could be great and go missing within 10 minutes.
That's true.
That's what they were saying, and I think that's probably a fair assessment of his play.
He gets a lot of cards too.
Yes, always getting a yellow. Yeah. It's always so. I think he sits out a lot, but I think overall he's definitely going to be a player that I think would be a nice backup to have. But hey, if he can get more playing time at Aston Villa, he's got to do it.
He's got something that cannot be taught, and that is speed.
Yes, exactly.
He is so fast.
Yeah, I agree.
So hopefully he finds a place.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, used up my one guess the Premier League star on him while he was still
That's
playing.
good. Well, you gave it to me with the Jacksons,
I know.
so that was an easy ball there, like a soft toss for me.
Yeah.
And I actually watched that movie, by the way, Michael. Have you seen that yet?
No.
It was actually quite good.
Was it?
Yeah, I watched it on the plane. So
Yeah,
it was impressive.
I'm not going to watch it. All right, we have one
fair
more feature.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
Okay, so is it starting yet? It's not, right? We still have...
No,
is it
we
this-
start this weekend.
Okay, this is the weekend.
This is the first weekend of the season, so everything gets started. We've got some really good games, and we actually start on Friday. So Arsenal Coventry is on Friday, first game of the league. But for me, it's got to be the big one here, and I think this is going to be a bit of an emotional game. I don't know. We probably didn't talk too much about it, but a legend of the game, Kevin Keegan.
Yeah.
He died, after suffering a very short battle with cancer. I don't think he had it very, very
Right.
long. So he
Right.
was, had to struggle with that. And he recently passed away. The two teams that he played for, this is going to be a big one.
They're playing against each other?
Newcastle, Liverpool.
Wow.
So he was a legend at Newcastle,
Yeah.
obviously manager and everything, but he started his career at Liverpool. And that was actually, I watched a whole movie about him too on the plane.
Yeah.
Really emotional. And for me, I actually remember him growing up as a player, and I watched him a lot because he used to wear, you may have, older listeners may remember this, but he used to wear Patrick boots.
Oh, I didn't
those
remember that.
those Patrick boots were fantastic. So he was there. Plus, he had a great career in Hamburg, in Germany.
that's where
there was a
first saw
legend.
him.
He was a
Yeah.
legend there as well. So, so I think that's going to be an emotional game. So I definitely think people need to watch that one. It's on Sunday, 10:30 kickoff. It's going to be on USA. It's going to be the big game. So.
Yeah.
Tune in early because they're going to do something beforehand. And I think Keegan's wife and family are going to be at the game. So that's going to be a pretty emotional one. But
He was always my favorite English player.
there you go. There you go.
He was always my favorite.
Yeah, he was up there. He was a good one. He kind of struggled as the England manager a little bit.
Yeah. But that didn't bother me.
But was a great manager for Newcastle. Almost tipped Man United as well for the league. But
Yeah.
it was a good one.
All right. Well, there you go. So Free Kicks is also brought to you by Green White Soccer Club. We had a huge party.
You
this
certainly
past
did.
weekend.
It was great.
Hundreds of people came out. Thank you to everybody. Our 70th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I also debuted my latest song.
It was fantastic.
I'm going to play a little bit for
Okay, of
everyone
course
here
you are.
today.
Yeah.
This is called Grün-Weiß 4, which is our slogan from the club, and here it is.
Back in 56, they crossed the shore. 18 young Germans wanting more. Donau, Schwaben, hearts so proud. Kicking that ball before the crowd. Boots on grass in summer sun. A Mount Prospect, dream begun. From muddy fields to victory roar. They shouted loud, Grün-Weiß 4. Hear the crowd all roar. Raise your stein and stomp the floor. Grün-Weiß 4, titles and trophies galore. Green and white forevermore. 70 years and still we score.
You got it.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well written.
What's that?
Well written and composed.
I think that's goes without saying. All right, that's Grün-Weiß 4. Thanks to everybody, by the way, who came out. Big crowd, but also, most importantly, thanks to all the people that worked hard to make it happen, especially my sister, Cindy, and my wife, Bridget, who was in the kitchen all day working hard. Very thankful.
Yeah.
So
it was a good day.
Thanks for that.
A good day.
And thanks for coming out. You too.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Appreciate it. All right, so we have people to thank. We need to thank our executive producer, Tony Lasano, with Opie Shows. Thanks, Tony. Also, our distributor, Ed Silla, with the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place, which is RadioMisfits.com. All right, so the season is underway.
Yeah, we're back at it.
We're back at it. We'll be back again next week with a brand new episode of
Free Kicks.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
What is the deal with all these little liquor bottles?
Yesterday was my sister's birthday, and as Germans, I just thought it would be fun to buy a bunch of little ones. And as it turns out, I bought too many.
Did you just go to the closeout aisle and just grab a bunch of bottles?
No, so I went to Binny's last night, and I bought 30 of these, and I bought a jar of cherries because I occasionally like to make Manhattans. And the lady at Binny's looks at me and goes, well, you're going to have some fun tonight. She said to me, I just have one quick question. What's the deal with the cherries? How do you use the cherries? I said, you have no idea. This is going to be wild. Listen to Minutia Men on Spotify, opishows.com, or wherever you find podcasts. Just search for Radio Misfits.